Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today I'm going to be talking about how my gender dysphoria was traded in for body dysmorphia, essentially. Part of my body dysmorphia is not my awesome beard that I can clip my mic to because I want to be a douchebag and not wear a shirt. So just ignore it. Just get used to it. Just act like it's a part of my body. Before I get into like body dysmorphia, gender dysphoria, switching sides, essentially, please, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment for the algorithm, and like the video. If you are interested in coaching, go ahead and email me at devinduscoaching@gmail.com. We can also do a meal plan or a training plan. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, which I'll be linking in the description down below because I post hella thirst traps, essentially. Let's keep it real, and some information as well on my Instagram. And without a further ado, let's get into my misery. Before I started testosterone, for 3 years, probably really, to be honest, like my entire life, all I could ever really think about was like, how am I gonna look when I finally am able to live as my real self? How am I gonna feel on the inside? How's my mental health gonna be? I'm just gonna be so at peace when I'm finally able to be on testosterone. That lasted for about like maybe 20 minutes after my first shot. I rarely feel gender dysphoria now. Like I even, like my whole chest situation, I kind of turn off the fact that this chest is a result of me being born as a girl because somebody fucked up there, you feel me? It just sort of feels like, okay, I have extra fat, I need to get rid of it. And it doesn't really most of the time transfer over to the fact of like dysphoria, probably because my brain is like a little soft and it needs protection. So it just tells me, hey man, that breast tissue, it's not because you're a girl, it's just because you need to work harder in the gym. While some people may be like, Devin, that's stupid, that's not realistic, bro. It's helped me get this far. Now I have been dealing with body dysmorphia. At this present minute, it's not that fucking bad. But when it's bad, it be bad. It be terrible. Devin, why don't you fill out this shirt better? Devin, why don't you have abs right now? Devin, how come you're bloated as fuck right now? I feel tiny, I feel fat, I feel everything all at once. Whatever you want to achieve, it will happen with time. Like at one point, this is what I wanted to achieve and all I had to do was continue working, right? Every time I reach a new kind of milestone, the finish line gets pushed further away. And while some people say like, okay, that's good because you're going to continually be progressing, it kind of makes me feel like, okay, when am I going to be happy? Maybe you guys relate to this as well because it's something that I'm constantly fucking going through. A big thing for me was like, I can't wait until I'm able to not wear a binder anymore. Okay, I reached that probably like a year ago. I've literally only been taping and now it kind of feels like, okay, well now I want top surgery. I can't wait until I can have top surgery. But after I get top surgery, probably I'll feel like, okay bro, blah blah blah, this and this needs to be changed. This sounds like a bitching ass, whining ass video, which is not what I meant to do. I'll be an egomaniac and say a lot of you guys look up to me to a certain degree, or a lot of you guys like think, okay, Devin is like a metric of what I want to work towards. But I think it's important for you guys to understand as well, even I myself have days where I'm not motivated. I have days where I feel like I look like shit. I have days where I feel like all of my work is not going to anything. It feels like it's not paying off. It feels like it's not adding up to anything. I know a lot of you guys feel that way as well, and a lot of you guys might even end up quitting because you feel like, fuck it, I'm not getting anywhere. Everybody feels that shit. Everybody feels like, okay, I'm working for nothing. My work's not paying off. What's the difference between me now and the version of me who's eating cake right now? Like, it makes no difference, and it actually does. If I gave up when I felt like shit wasn't working out, I would have stayed the same. I literally would still be like a chunky girl. The hardest thing I really had to do, and I'll be 100% honest with you guys, was leave my childhood home, and really more so leave my little brother, because he's like the only person in my entire life that never really judged me, never held anything against me, anything like that. And it was incredibly fucking hard for me to be like, I have to make this decision. I have to get out of this fucking house. Could have stayed and I could have just not transitioned, but that was gonna end up in, not to be morbid, if I didn't take that hard ass first step, I would have started testosterone. So I would still be, for all intensive purposes, like, yeah, mentally I'm always a guy, but I would have still looked like a girl. There's not a giant difference between the people you look up to and yourself. The more, I guess, successful, but not to say I'm like, oh, I'm so successful, but like I'm able to live my life based off of doing YouTube and my coaching business, which is like almost makes me kind of like low-key fucking emotional right now because I didn't even, guys, like what the fuck, like I didn't even think, yo, like I'm dead ass getting a little emotional, y'all. It's the steroids, they're getting out of my system, but I still feel it. I never in my whole entire life thought that I would be able to, like, I never thought I was gonna be an entrepreneur. I say all that to say, like, the difference between you and the people you look up to, time, effort, and consistency. If you give up now, you will not fucking reach your goals. The whole body dysmorphia, gender dysphoria thing, I obviously pass as cis male 100% of the time. Obviously, if I took my shirt off, maybe that would change. All this to say, let's wrap this puppy up, right? Let me give you guys a clear, cohesive thought. I barely experience gender dysphoria anymore, but that body dysmorphia be kicking me in my ass and stepping on my neck. I don't think there's gonna come a time where you feel like, okay, now I can stop working. I don't feel motivated all the time. I don't want to do what I have to do all the time. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to make content for a living and work with my clients for a living. You guys should be grateful that you have the resources in order to, diet down or bulk up or to go to a gym. Like, imagine you have the resource, you have the availability to go to the gym. The only thing stopping you is your brain. That's the bullshit motivational speech thing that I have going for me today, okay? Sometimes I need to make videos that are not super structured and are just like me getting thoughts out of my head and onto a different surface, essentially, because it just makes me feel better about my life, which is low-key why I made this channel in the first place. That's the video, y'all. Let me know how you feel about gender dysphoria and body dysmorphia. Like I said, if you are interested in coaching, go ahead and email me, follow me on Instagram, and like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's done, and Devin is out of here, boy.